Okay, YouTube, not update. Usually it lets me like plan when I go live, not immediately go live. Not a big fan of that one. So let me know if you guys can't hear me because I've got my AirPods in, but it said it's connected, but who the hell knows? Hi, Wolf. Yeah, not too bad. How about you? Oh, good, good. I was actually like, you guys know me. I'm worried about the technical stuff all the time because I don't have that much in the way of technology to help me out right now. So if what I have doesn't work, I'm kind of SOL. I'm doing this on my phone because my computer lags so bad. I'd love to get a desktop, but it's too expensive. Um, I don't know if desktop would make any difference, but I'd like to pretend it would. Well, I'm glad to hear you've been all right. Also, if you see me pop off screen for just a few minutes, it's so I can get my tea. I left it. I, so normally when YouTube does this, it pops up and it's like it'll have a screen that says, how many people are waiting and when you want to go live and the date and everything. Apparently, with this latest update, they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna get rid of that. And if you want to go live, you're going live. You don't get a chance to prepare. You just, when you're done editing and all this, like editing your title and everything, then you go live. Like that makes zero sense. YouTube, go back to the other way. I like the other way better because it gave me a few minutes to, have everything up and then finish up and then be able to come back. Hello, Moana. It's good to meet you. Hello. Hello, everybody new in the chat, and any of you that are returning, hello again. How are you guys doing? How was your week? Anybody do anything fun or exciting? I'm from the US. Nice. That sounds like fun cookies. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I put an extra light, will it make the bad shadows appear on my face, but who knows. That looks somewhat better. At least it looks like I'm sitting in a dark ass room. Have you guys seen me pop off again? I left my tea to steep because as I was ranting to Wolf, changes to YouTube meant I had to go live immediately. Usually gives you like a setup for the window thing, and it didn't do that. Hello. Oh, where are you going, Moana? Hello. it wasn't an earthquake or anything this time. Last time the phone fell. I don't remember why, but my phone fell last week. This was me just pushing my laptop out of the way. So unless anybody has any fandom related topics to discuss with me, I'm probably gonna go into a rant again, similar to what I did last week, but I'm gonna go grab my tea and then I'll be right back. So come up with topics while I'm gone so you don't have to listen to me rant about the like the BS that is celebrityism. And ironically, if you hear my TV, it is Food Network Star, the next Food Network Star from like 10 years ago now. That's actually a show I wish they bring back, but if they did, I'm sure it would just be like wannabe influencers and shit. It might be anybody that genuinely wanted position on Food Network. Probably wouldn't even be a home chefs anymore. It would just be nepotism. Oh, I had family in Nashville. Oh, please don't ask that question, love. I don't know the answer to that question. Okay, so to recap last week, I went on a long ass rant about how ridiculous I find celebrity culture. Not in the fact that, um, I don't like celebrities. It's more like, how does it exist and why do we continue to perpetuate it as everyday people? Celebrities don't care about us as people, but for some reason we seem to think they do. For example, like people donating to make Kylie Jenner freaking the first young, or I don't even know, like some kind of record for youngest or whatever billionaire. Um, as like people actually donated money. They actually gave money to that. We have people that claim they can barely keep food on the table and that their kids are hungry and that their kids rely only on school lunches and school breakfast to get through the day most of the time and don't have basic school supplies or just basic necessities for life, but yet people can give fistfuls of money to people who really don't need it. Celebrities really don't need your help in that respect. They're making enough money, they're just fine. But I was talking to Wolf about it, and I said it would be ironic if I gave that whole spiel and then ended up going viral for it. Did not, but I thought it would have been funny. And it reminded me of this episode of Black Mirror on Netflix, in case you guys aren't aware of what the show is. It's kind of a the episodes are loosely based in the same theme. They're not all tied together in like um, the sense of like American Horror Story where they kind of all tie in together. It's more like they just all have the same theme that runs through them. The one I was thinking about was this one where these people live in a futuristic society where they live in a room that's all boxes, kind of like Fahrenheit 451, because it's boxy, but it's all screens. So it's all these giant TVs. And a lot of them dream of making it big on that universe's version of um, American Idol. And this guy helps this girl get there, only to later find out she becomes an adult entertainer because of how that industry works. And he ends up going on the show and threatens to himself with a piece of the screen in front of all these people after giving a spiel about how BS it is and all this. And basically, he sells out, gets his own show, gets his great life, and it's just ridiculous. And I'm like, that would be what I would become, because if I became famous or viral for that rant or whatever, then it would be just like that episode. I was like, I don't really like that idea. How old am I? I'm 30. I am 30, my dear. If I seem older, I would like to say that's just the lighting, but it's probably not. Um, but it got me thinking, I'm like, what would I do if I was in the position where I had money or influence like celebrities? And it made me think, like, I really, there are a lot of, oh, hello again, Andreas. There are a lot of things I want to do and pursue in life. And it's not like personal stuff. It's not like, oh, I want to be able to travel with. Yes, that would be cool, but that's not like my ultimate goal. I actually have a lot of causes I would love to be able to back. And I know in this world, you can't really back anything without obscene amounts of cash. So if I were ever in the position where I had obscene amounts of cash, I would start backing like a lot of medical research. I'd probably be one of those people that lurks on GoFundMe or Kickstarter and gives the last little bit for certain projects that I believe in, or just people's passion projects, whatever, just to give them that chance. Um, Here where I live, there's the Ronald McDonald House. I think a lot of places have Ronald McDonald houses, but the one here, there's one in the whole city that's supposed to basically serve this whole section of the state I'm in. And there's only one, and it's 7 bedrooms, and the staff is completely volunteer. And there's a lot, like, we needed it because my family utilized it because my niece, my youngest niece, was in the NICU for several weeks. She was born almost 2 months early, and she needed that. She needed to stay in the NICU, and my family needed to stay close by, so they stayed at the Ronald McDonald House. But there's so much good they do, but they don't have the. It doesn't seem like they get the funding to do it because it's like real estate's so expensive where I live, so they can't just keep buying up places and converting it easily. Um, Plus, the one they found that they have isn't that close to the hospital, and it's like I would love to be able to give money to this and like make it specifically for this branch and let them be able to expand and and bring on like actual staff and have more places for families to stay and maybe start a shuttle system for people who don't have more than one car, who one of the parents needs a car because they work, so in order to maintain their job they have to have the car, but the parent that's here with the kid has no other way to get there, so they get a shuttle or something. I know Uber's a thing, but it's like take some of the burden off. Just give them the shuttle service so they can get to the hospital. There's only one fucking hospital, really. So it's not like they would be going anywhere else. But I don't know. It's just like I wish I could give that to them, and give to. I like to give. I would love to. Bye, Moana. It was nice to meet you. I would love to give to St. Jude because I believe in their research, and I mean they have basically made childhood leukemia um, survivable. And I know it's cliche and a lot of other people give to St. Jude, but I really believe in their mission and I would love to be able to give to them and allow them to continue. And, I would just love to be able to also fund medical research in different fields and different topics. And there's a lot I would do if I had a lot of money. Um, I would also, try to maintain the money. That way I could keep giving. So I know that sounds bad. It's like I'd invest and then use what I invested to put back into my projects and then just keep going with like keep the cycle going. Unlike Mr. Beast, where I'm not gonna, do ridiculous shit and use that. No, it would be more like I'm working doing the celebrity thing solely to fund these projects. That would be my thing. I'd be like, okay, you want to pay me that much? Great. Divide it up. Half of this is going to my projects. Quarter of it's remaining goes to investments, or maybe a little more than a quarter would go to investments, and then the rest would be like me to pay whatever fees, legal shit, whatever to and my life, and that would be it. Like more than half would go to my projects, and the rest would go like most would go to investment, and the rest would be for me. I don't need a lot of money. I don't want a lot of money. The only reason I would want a lot of money is to be able to do what I just said, all the research and projects and everything. That's what I would like to do. Will I ever get that money? I don't know. Would I like to? Yes, but we'll see. Anyway, it was just kind of like an offshoot of what I was talking about last week, where these people don't need the money, but on the off chance I ever got that money, what would I do with it? Um, I would make sure that I was completely transparent with what I was spending my money on. I don't need a private jet. I don't need to be traveling all over the freaking world. Um, I don't need to be shopping designer. I don't shop designer now. Hardly anything I wear has a label that would make anybody go, "How do you afford that?" And I would keep doing it because it's like, why would I change that? I think the only thing I would do for myself would probably be to buy and furnish a house. So my daughter and I could live in a comfortable, like, and it wouldn't even be a huge house. I don't need a huge house. I really don't need a huge house full of expensive shit. I'd buy like a nice 3 bedroom and fill it with nice furniture that I actually want to learn how to restore furniture. So I want to like go on Facebook Marketplace because they have really nice antique furniture on there. Buy that, redo it the way I want it, and then use it. Like, what's wrong with that? So, yeah, I wouldn't really do that. Wouldn't buy a designer. I'd make sure my daughter's education was paid for and that she was set up for life. I might help my family out, but I really don't need a lot of money. Again, most if I got that much money, I would really, truly, honest to God, use it to fund a lot of research, put into a lot of projects. Like I would give it back. I'd try to give as much of it away as I could while maintaining enough so I keep churning out more to give away. Like I want to keep some in investment so I can keep churning out more. Like it's just one of those things. I'd like the money just to kickstart what I could do for people and then just maintain the money so I could keep doing it because I want to give back. Because you can't do a lot in this world without money, and I even need a lot of money to do what I want in this life. Anything can happen. You're optimistic. You're very optimistic, Wolf. And I'm sure there are ways I could get involved now, but right now I don't have the time. And I don't have a lot of money at all to give to anybody. I barely have enough money to give to myself and my daughter. But it would be nice. Maybe Wolf is right and anything could happen, and maybe I do. And then it would be great. I'd be able to do exactly what I want with all that money. But that is where I'm going to end that topic because I'm sure it's a very boring topic, only for others. I'm sure it's a very boring topic, and I'd like to talk about other things. So, does anybody have anything fan related we would like to talk about? Like, just ask me if I'm in a fandom. I mean, you can get me talking about Star Wars. You can get me talking about Attack on Titan. You can get me talking about, to a sense, Naruto, even. Um, and almost anything. Just give me something. We can even do a mini Q&A. I was actually thinking of doing like a Q&A in honor of the channel anniversary coming up at the end of the month. Like I wouldn't do it the day of. I would put the idea out there and then see what people wanted to know about me by that week's stream. If anybody had questions, if they wanted to do it. Um, if not, completely understand. But it was just an idea. I might pose that question tomorrow and be like, hey, for the channel's anniversary, you want to do a Q&A? Because I know it's been a while and shit has changed. You just have to make sure you're there to see if your question gets answered. What do you guys think? I think it would be fun. So basically what would happen is I'd have the announcement. On the announcement, I would say, leave your questions in the comment section. Um, and then I would answer them as me. As me. It would be for Q&A for Moon, not for characters. That may come later. That may be like for their respective birthdays or some shit. But it's not going to be for the anniversary one because the channel might have those characters, but it's really about me. That's about the channel is technically somewhat about me as the creator. That would just be about where I go there. Even funny, even trying to be funny, I can't be 100% selfish, which is sad. We'll see. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna write it down and schedule it for tomorrow. Well, yeah, but it would come. I mean, he has a birthday every year, sweetie. Pretty sure Christmas comes every year. Aaron's is coming up. It's 10 months away. Well, hmm his is next. It's the 30th of March, and then there's Hanji in September and Levi in December. Let's see, sorry, I'm writing it out just so I don't forget. Are you asking me that now, or is that a question for the Q&A? Okay, what is up with Max and this shit? Or I don't know. I like to post shit at noon, but I'd like to post stuff at noon. There you go. Okay. That'll show up tomorrow. Oh, okay. I guess if I could, I would add Sasha, but I saw would just be like Hanji without glasses and maybe potato in hand. Plus, I'm not sure how she could contribute meaningfully. I would honestly love to add the whole squad. I would love to add everyone, but I don't have enough wigs and I don't have enough time, which kind of sucks because I really would love to like add John. I would love Aaron and John banter. Like that shit would be top tier. I would love to do that. Um, I would love to throw in Erwin, but I couldn't pull off Erwin at all. Like, no, I barely get away with Aaron and Levi. I could not do Erwin. Um, I don't know if I could do Armin. Maybe I could get away with Armin, but I don't know if I like him enough as a character to do anything with him. He's just too much the voice of reason, and I'm like, I don't really need that. Like, I don't really need the moral compass. I don't have the brows for Erwin. No, I barely, when I have makeup on, have the brows for Aaron, and Aaron has fabulous brows. I could not pull off Erwin's look. That would truly be something I could not do. Just thinking myself this shine ass. Like, would I even be able to open my eye with how big those things would have to be on my face? It'd be worth trying just for the picture of it. I would do it. I would put the eyebrows on just for the picture. I wouldn't keep them on. I'm afraid they would like rip out my current eyebrows, which would suck. But I would put like fake ones on just to see. I doubt I would be able to open my eyes all the way. That's probably why Aaron's or Erwin's always like this. It's because he can't open his eyes any further because his eyebrows are in the way. It would be funny. But I would love to put more people in. I just don't know where I'd fit everybody. I've already put Mikasa in, and I don't know if I'd put her in again. Um, I don't know. I don't have a long black hair wig. I have short hair, so I could do short hair Mikasa. But I don't know if there's an interest to have more Mikasa in the show, like in the videos at all. Um, I put Hanji back in because I missed Hanji. You think we got the idea for Erwin from Guy Sensei, or maybe they're related? You know what? That's a. I do think a lot of Erwin's can-do spirit and eyebrows were probably influenced by Guy Sensei. Um, it feels right when you think about it. Like they're very similar. They're both very optimistic. They're both very like can't they wanted everything to go just right. They really cared um about their people, and they both had fabulous eyebrows. So yeah, I think you're onto something there, Wolf. Just with me, with the reason this sounds terrible. The reason Hanji took so long to come back was I didn't have the right shirt for her. Sounds so dumb, but it's like I didn't have the money to get a shirt for Hanji. I had money to buy things that were necessities for myself and my daughter. I just didn't feel like I should put any of the money I had, what little I had, into the channel at the time. So I just kind of went with what I had. And Hanji's shirt, like the shirt I used to use, I don't know what happened to it. I couldn't find it. So I was just like, I'll get a new one. And the one I found was great. Um, I just didn't have the money at the time, so I waited until my birthday this last year, and I used the money for my birthday to buy it. So Hanji got to come back because I got a little bit of money that I felt comfortable spending on my channel for a little bit. I still don't have enough comfort to buy a camera though. I still use my phone, and I'm sure it still looks like a potato, but I can't afford a camera right now. I can't even afford a little one that you hold like this. It's like, why don't I hold it like this? And I don't do vlogging, so definitely why would I get a little one? I want a bit. I don't even know if I'd get a bigger one. I don't know. I don't know if potato phone works for now, or if I should get a camera or what. I do want a desktop, um, and I use Mac. I would love a desktop because my poor laptop, um, its poor memory is so full of my videos. My videos take up so much of its memory that I have a 2 terabyte. Um, I have a 2 terabyte external hard drive just to keep everything else on there, so I can keep videos on here. And I would love to get a huge desktop just so I had space for the videos. I probably do nothing else on this desktop except videos, editing, and all that good stuff. Like, there's a lot I want to do. It's just a matter of getting the money and the time to do it all. Because I am going to be starting some stuff over the next few months that will take up a lot of my time, and I don't know how much time I'll have to devote to the channel. Um, so I want to get things done. I want to get things moving. I want to learn. There's a lot I want to do. I just don't have a lot of time or money to do them. Just make sure you're back. Yeah, I learned. I haven't touched. I was smart this time, Wolf. You'll be proud of me. I didn't touch anything related to video or film on this thing. I did transfer all of my photos from here to the external, but that was about it. So that's what I did do, but I didn't delete any of the videos, so I don't have to worry about that right now. Oh God. And so, oh, I know I need to take them all and put them on back up on my external. It's just a lot of work. I don't even know what's in it because it's like I have this whole library and it's full, and I'm like, what's it full of? Because I don't have that much. I want to get my channel. I want to get more content on my channel. I need to finish up my 2 fanfics because one's almost done. I say almost done, but then I went back and started writing the action shit, and now I'm like, I gotta go back and tweak what I've already written for the ending, and then write the ending. And then I have another one I haven't touched in months, not even really thought about, and I gotta work on that one because that one I want to, after I put it out there for a little bit on archive, I want to shift it a little bit, edit it, make it all pretty, change a few names, locations, dates, times, all that good shit, and turn it into an actually publishable piece of art. I would love to make it an original piece. It really is original. The only things that are fanficky about it are the names. Like, I just used the names from Attack on Titan, and I could literally swap them out with other names, and it would be very. Unless you knew, you wouldn't know. Unless you knew, it's not going to be the same. And I'd probably pare it down substantially and rewrite it a bit. But I want to finish it as is now and then go back and make the edits and stuff. So I'd love to have it as a published work. I think it would do really well. Not in like the success thing. I don't. From what I see, a lot of people who self-publish don't have a lot of success. But I think it would just be a good one to start with. It would be a really cool one to start with. And I know everybody's like, oh, but once you do that, you need to keep it. It's like, I have a lot of. I don't have like one way I want to write things. I have a lot of things that I'd like to write that aren't necessarily like the same, and they're all like different genres, different topics, different everything. And so it's like, well, I can have more in the pipeline, but I have to finish this one first. I'm not going to keep working on other, you know, other things more. And it gets really bad for me if I'm trying to work on more than one thing at one time, as you guys know. So I'm trying to get better about that, but it's really freaking hard. I managed to limit myself to 2 fanfics. Anything else that I write, I have to basically finish before I publish. Oh, please. Oh, please. There's no way I'm going to make it big. But you know I wouldn't forget about any of you. Because if I do manage to publish, get this story done and publish it, even if it's self-publishing, I will probably promote the hell out of it on this channel because I am too fucking lazy. I am way too fucking lazy to have a separate channel to promote my book. I will literally just use this one and I'll be like, hey guys, I write. Here's a book. Go read it. Yes, my other content is coming, but for now, you guys are stuck with all this shit. And I know I'd have to make it sticky or something where it's like I have Hanji promoting it or helping to promote it, something like that. You would. I okay, I can't I don't like the idea of trying to manage and juggle too many things at once, like forgetting to log into one freaking account over the other and then leaving it and then it just no, I don't. I like things simple. I like things manageable. And for me, it would just be like I will use my platform with you guys to promote the book. You don't have to read it, but if you did, that would be awesome. And I will incorporate some of my other content into the book. Like in the book promotion, it's like using Hanji or using Levi or somebody like having them do reviews of it, something like that. No, it would be more like they give their version of a review. Like they say they read it and what they thought of it and XYZ, and that would be hilarious to me. Hi, Mike. We were talking about how I'm too lazy to make more than one account, so I would be using this account to promote any books I self publish in the future. The wolf is laughing at me, which is nothing new. And I said I would. Okay, can we stop with the dumbing down of Aaron? He can read. He just chooses not to. With as much trauma as that poor boy has, I wouldn't want to be in my head anyway. See, even Mike knows. But yes, we were talking about how I'm that lazy that I wouldn't make more than one account, and I would just promote my books if I ever managed to publish one on this current channel, using my characters to help me. That was actually something my writing teacher. I took a writing class last year, and that was something my writing teacher told us to do was to try to develop a social media following. And I told him I have a YouTube, and he's like, "Well, what do you do?" I'm like, "I'm not telling you." I was not about to say anything. about that to those people, so I didn't. And I actually got really nervous when he asked me that. He's like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Mm." He's like, "Well, my wife does that. She uses her cosplays to promote her books." I'm like, "Fan fucking tastic. I don't know how to do that right now. I can barely scrounge together 5 minutes to make normal content," which is still true. I'm still working on doing that. Oh, yay! Fantastic, Mike. It might get here before Christmas. My late Christmas present. But that's fine. I totally get it. I didn't even send you anything for Christmas this year. I had sent you something after I went to con because I found it, and it's not even for you, it's for the baby. I need to get better about that. I sent Tanya something for her birthday, and her birthday's not for another, like, mm, week, 2 weeks, something like that. Not for a little while. I sent her something at the end of January because it said it takes 5 weeks, and then it shows up in 2, and I'm like, "You're a bunch of liars." The company lied to me. They made it seem like it was gonna get there so much later, and it showed up so much sooner. Late early birthday present. But see, guys, if y'all met in real life, I think I'd be done. You guys would roast the hell out of me. It'd be funny. But we did fairly good. But Mike, I sent the reason I had asked previously about snack boxes or like a toy one for the kids or whatever. I don't know. It's just it's an easy idea and there's something for everybody in those boxes. And it just makes my life easier because I can get all ordered stuff and don't have to think about it. It's just done. It's probably what I'm gonna do for Christmas for you. We'll send you another box. You'll get a couple of boxes in the winter. You get one for Christmas, and then you're roasting me like crazy. I would. I'd probably it would probably be hilarious. And now I kind of want you two to meet, but I haven't seen Mike in oh fuck. We were what 17? 17 last time we saw each other. No, you can buy them one at a time. At least the ones I found, you can buy one at a time. They're like, oh, you could do a month, you could do a subscription. I'm like, I just want one box, thank you. I just do one box now, thank you. That's how I sent Wolf her gift. Yeah, I've got a lot to make up for with you sending me stuff, so hold off. Let me catch up. Damn, I haven't seen each other since we were 17. Holy shit. My dude, it's been 13 years. And I've never met Wolf IRL. We talk on the phone sometimes. And she critiques my stuff a lot. But she may be coming for con. Hopefully, fingers crossed next year. Maybe Mike, you can join us for con, and we can all meet up, and it would be hilarious and fun. There's one hell of a delay in this chat where I'm talking way too fast. I might be talking way too fast. That's the bigger possibility. No, I'm too. Yeah, you do have those things called children that do suck you for all your finances until they're allegedly until they are financially secure. But even then, I think they still leech off of you for the rest of their life, of your life. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my child. Like, I love you, but you'll be a fan. It's like you have children and you really will never financially recover from it. It's always a game of what can I afford for the child now, and what am I going to need to afford for the child in the future. And maybe I can get another few years out of these already wholly worn socks. I can't get more socks because I have to do other things for the children. Call your dad from everything. Wolf. Okay, well, you have gotten me quite a bit, but I will say I did get my slight revenge by surprising the hell out of you with your housewarming gift. The housewarming gift was great because all I got was I got a long angry text, series of texts, but ultimately she was happy. She was mad, but she was happy with me, which was great. hmm Oh, I saw something that if we go to Japan, if we all go to Japan, you, me, and my daughter, um, they have a build your own Totoro doll at this teddy bear museum. I'm like, oh my god, this would be so cute because it's like Build a Bear, but it's slightly more in depth because with six things. I don't know. I don't know what the thought process is on this one, but you take the Totoro doll that you've built and you put it in this MRI scanner, and it's like a fully built mini MRI scanner for toys. It is ridiculous. And you put it in there and it reads its personality for you. It's so cool. And I'm like, this would be a great thing to do in Japan. I don't care how far out of the way of Tokyo it is, I would go do it. I'd hop on a train, a bus, whatever they needed to take me there, and I would absolutely 100% do it. It seems so cool. And it's not just like your typical gray Totoro, they have one, but it's also like a blue Totoro and a white one and like different colored Totoro dolls. It's so cute. Yeah, hopefully. Um, it seemed this this couple said that they took their daughter when she was 2 and she's 9 now, so that was 7 years ago. So I'm fingers crossed, hoping in a couple of years it'll still be there. But I mean, if it's been there at least 7 years and it's popular enough because it's Ghibli, um, I would hope to think that it would still be there. I love the little white one. Yes, they did have one of those. I thought that was so cute. I'd get you one if you wanted. That would be your souvenir from Japan. From me would be that Totoro doll. Have I been playing any new games? No. I wish. I was excited for Veilguard, Dragon Age Veilguard, but no, that died. That died so badly. It made me so sad. I've done any manga reading. No, I haven't done anything, guys. My child has been sick for the past week. I'm getting sick. I've had work stuff. I've had family stuff. I've had stuff. And it just, I wish I have new books. I have new books because I'm part of the book of the month thing subscription service, and I have new books I want to read. I barely finished. There was a really good one. I really like this one. It's called The Fox Wife. I gotta talk about it right now. I might do that later. But it was so good, and I don't know why it took me so long to finish it. Like I devoured 38 chapters in a day and a half, and then stalled out to reading the last 22 because it was 60 chapters. And I'm like, why did I stall out? Because when I got to it, it's like some of the chapters were a page. Why did I do that? Why did I just stall out? But I finally finished it. It ended really well. And now it makes me want to leave out fried tofu to Fox Fox God as an offering to Fox gods just because I like the book that much. It is a curvy manga. You didn't mind. You could always try if they have any in like a library or something, Mike. Those things, that's free books. Yeah, yeah, you only got me one or two, so she says, after getting me the whole a whole compendium series. That's gonna look good because I've got the big nine, the colossal edition, which admittedly is a very difficult thing to read. And then I have the omnibus collection that you sent me. So now I've got both collections. Plus Levi's manga. So I have all of the special Attack on Titan manga stuff. And it's gonna take up so much room in a bookcase. I'm gonna have one like I'm gonna have two shelves completely dedicated to Attack on Titan just from the sheer volume of books. Not because anything special, it's just the sheer volume of books. Those colossal editions are like that thick. They're like encyclopedias that thick. Um, and then the omnibus are like that thick. And yeah, it's gonna take up so much room. Oh, it's not Fox mom, it's the Fox wife. It's about the legends from East Asia, how foxes, like the animal, are actually like beautiful men and women in disguise. And they can shift into being beautiful men and women, or they can shift to being a fox. It's really well done. And I read a bit more about it. I think they call it kitsune, something like that in Japan. But it was really interesting because it even said like they can live a long time. They try to walk the light, like the 1,000-year enlightenment journey, and all sorts of stuff. It was really well done. Yes, thank you. Get it right. If you're gonna insult the book, at least get the name right. Maybe you should finally like. That's called a. Yeah, I think those are technically not allowed. I know you can buy that shit at like anime cons, but I don't think it's allowed. Sounds right. It is not. It is not. It's actually one of the best books I've read in a while. I tried to read another I tried to read another book called I can't remember what it's called now. But I guess the twist, and I didn't want to read it after that. I was very disappointed. I do read them all. They're on archive. I don't have to worry about putting them on my shelf. Or I find them on Pinterest, and I really don't have to worry about my shelf. Yeah, it's sad. I read another really cool like book that had a lot of like yokai and stuff, so it's more spirit stuff. But I guess the twist, and then they don't want to continue. Do I have a DVD Blu-ray player? Yes. I have a PS5 as a DVD Blu-ray player. I watched the couple episodes my sister was watching. It seemed kind of funny. It was bizarre as hell, though. It actually, so I made the observation to my sister. I'm like, it's just Harry Potter. It really is because the main character looks like Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter without the magic, but still the supernatural stuff. And then you have Hermione, who's the kind of grouchy but know-it-all brunette, and then you have Ron, who's like he's a redhead big dude. Like it's literally Harry Potter. It's a trio from Harry Potter without magic, but supernatural stuff. It was I liked that premise. That's what kind of got me going. Oh, okay, I can get behind this. So I watched like a couple episodes with her and watched the season finale, and I'm like, I like the season finale because they dared to do what no one else does, and they actually ended it on a cliffhanger. You know my love for cliffhangers. So it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. Am I gonna go back and watch the whole thing? No. I'm actually trying to watch Fearin'. So what about the elf that lost all of her friends and is trying to make more friends because she didn't realize how much time had passed? I'm trying to watch that one. I can't say the spoilers because that's literally what happens in the first episode. And I wanted to watch My Happy Marriage, but it's coming out week by week, so I'm just gonna wait for season 2 to come out. Then I'll binge the whole thing. I already know it kind of has to end well for there to be season 2, so I'm not too worried about season 1 now. And there's a new season of Cells at Work, so I also have to watch that too. I have plenty to watch, I just don't have the time because I have to keep it away from my child. It's just better to not watch that stuff with my child around. Half of season 1 of what? Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm getting sick. My daughter had like flu type A or some shit like that, and it's just nasty. And it's working its way through our family right now. I got all the kids, now it's gonna work through the adults. So if you don't see me next week on the Hangout, that's why. I'll make sure to post it, but I'll let you. The odds are good. I probably won't stream next week if I do get sick. Yeah. My daughter doesn't go to school. Her older cousin goes to school, so she brings all the stuff from bacteria riddled petri dish building and bring her, and all the kids get it, and then all the grown-ups get it. I got strep from them, and I hadn't strep in 15 plus years. I'm gonna do that again. Mike knows. Mike has a son about my daughter's age, I think, or he will be. Is he older? Is he older? I think he's older. Older. I don't know anymore. I think he's older, but he knows what I'm talking about with kids just bringing in all sorts of random of illnesses to you. The greatest thing they give you. Thank you so much for joining on this hangout. I really had fun chatting with all of you. Hope you had some fun, some laughs. To everybody who was new, it was great to meet you. To everybody who's returning, it was great to see you again. I hope you guys have a great night, a great week, and I will see you in the next video. And I do schedule posted. It was one of my most recent posts. So if you ever want to know what's coming up on the channel, take a look at that. Great week, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.